The government says it's now focused on finding illegal mining kingpins. And this is after yet another spate of violent protests over the scourge in Johannesburg. Last week, residents in Riverlea took to the streets following the discovery of 5 bodies believed to be those of zamas. This prompted a response from Police Minister Nqobile, who since promised some kind of strategic intervention. Let's get you more on this. Nqobile Madlala is part of our team in Riverlea this morning, and she joins us now live. And Nqobile, what do we know about the strategy for the day ahead, given just how much of a problem this has become?
What we do know, Ayanda, is that at this moment the police are going to be engaging in a parade for at least about an hour, and they are going to be on the ground again to ensure that they are going through some of these tunnels and confiscating most of the apparatus that is used by the zamas. But behind me is the Nqobile informal settlement, and I want to show you this is the area which most of the communities here in Riverlea has said that it is the area where the illegal miners live but also do their work. This very same area, I'm told, that currently has, and this area where you see where it's open, they're saying that that used to be an area where they used to mine as well. And so the community as well as the police have been able to close some of that gap. I want to speak to some of the Riverlea communities to speak to us about the issues now that they're faced with post the imbizo. And I mean, we understand that the minister has said everything is fine. We're seeing the police presence. The community seems to be back to normalcy. But do you still feel like more can be done?
Nqobile, thank you for this opportunity, right? We as the residents, with the police presence, we're grateful. But now, some organization within the police force have told us they would come with cement. We've just discovered from the 26 holes that were apparently closed by DMRE, some of them have been opened again. Because what actually happened, they just filled them with sand. The MMC of safety within Gauteng promised that they would bring cement, and it hasn't happened. We really understand that people are on the ground, authorities are doing their work, but I promise you, after 1 month, after police have left, the holes will be dug open again, and they will just continue as normal. The zamas I'm talking about.
And so what sort of solutions do you want to see from the police? Because we know they're going to be here. We know some of them are already on the ground, but we know that they're parading and they're coming back to these tunnels to search and to do more work. What do you want to see them do now?
What we want to see, Labour Department, they should come in. As it's been explained, the police will arrest zamas, go to court. They'll ask them for their papers. They'll be released on bail, which will make them citizens again. So if anybody tries to arrest them, they'll just end up in the streets again. What we need is Labour Department to come in, actually arrest these guys, deport them back to where they come from, because they are really terrorizing this community. As I've said, I'm going to mention it again. Police is on the ground now, but 1 month after this, it will be another story like Krugersdorp.
And I understand then the community wants sustainability. But I want you to tell me, when you speak about zamas, and you're saying that they're terrorizing the community, when you see them, when they are within the community at that time, what did you used to see? Explain to us. What did they look like? How did you know there were zamas?
Okay, what we've seen is what we have seen the community. When I speak about, I speak as a community. Their blankets. You know, the yellow and green or the yellow and grey that they wear. That's a sign of what unit they are, how they operate. You know what? It's not hard for anybody to see. First you see this, the first time you'll think it's a hobo just walking the streets, but then the serious issue comes. They walk around in a formation. That already tells us these guys are trained soldiers. There'll be one on the lookout, seeing if it's clear, then they move on. It's not just that. It's also when they've been shot at, the way they squat down and the way they operate. These guys, they pretend to be fearless. I don't know if it's part of their intimidation, but as we're aware, it's a turf war going on with these zamas. But from what we've seen, these guys are highly trained. They know what they're doing. They can operate in the dark. Even when police come, they alerted before time. It's only the workers that are not there. That's why only a few guns are discovered. But from community perspective, we can see these guys are trained in the use of their blankets. That is how we can identify them.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That is Ishmael. He is the community leader here in Riverlea. And of course, we know that the police are, yes, on the ground. And I want to show you that Inyala that's currently on the ground. They are just making sure that the community is safe. But I think what Ishmael they're speaking to us about is that sustainability becomes key, because this community is saying that they've seen what these guys are capable of. So once the police do come in, they want them to be permanently on the ground so that they can still feel safe, even post this intervention.
Nqobile Madlala, live to us there from Riverlea, watching that all-important story for us. For now, Nqobile, thanks very much indeed.